Governments around the world seem to have taken advantage of the ongoing pandemic to make major power grabs, some even explicitly using the coronavirus as a reason to consolidate authority. This wouldn't be the first time a disease had a drastic impact on politics.
You could go back through history and you can look at great political shifts and see how pandemics or diseases affected the political outcome.
Authoritarian drift has been a factor worldwide for years, but the pandemic seems to be accelerating it. Political scientists are questioning whether the handling of coronavirus could expose the weakness of democracy in comparison to the unchecked power of an authoritarian state. In times of crisis comes opportunity for both democracy and despots. Authoritarian drift happens when a country's democratic foundations, such as free speech, fair elections, independent judiciary, and strong civil rights, are eroded. Here are a few examples from around the world. Prime President Alexander Lukashenko, often called Europe's last dictator, won his 6th consecutive term, claiming he got 80% of the vote. Lukashenko didn't use COVID-19 to grab power. In fact, he was notoriously dismissive of the coronavirus pandemic, and that's part of the anger directed towards him now. Protests have erupted, and authorities have responded with violence, resulting in at least 2 deaths and thousands of arrests. The EU has stated that it does not recognize the election. Coronavirus in the Philippines has been one of the worst in Asia, and its president, Rodrigo Duterte, has used the lockdown as an opportunity to pass a sweeping anti-terror law, greatly expanding the definition of terrorism. And in Brazil, as total deaths from COVID pass 100,000, the country's president, Jair Bolsonaro, has repeatedly clashed with the nation's Supreme Court, which has investigated him and his family. Meanwhile, in Hong Kong, one of the country's most prominent entrepreneurs and newsmen, Jimmy Lau, was arrested along with his 2 sons and several of his company's executives. The charge? Suspicion of colluding with foreign forces, an offence which did not exist until a new national security law was forced upon Hong Kong by China in July.
You fighting against the wrong people. See, you fighting against the American people. You fighting against the law enforcement. You know, there's always either bad apples or bad judgment. But we can't take things and say, oh, this what this is, especially before you even gather all the facts. Man, time something happened, you automatically come together with a judgment, and you don't even have all the facts. All because what? Your emotions involved because of a certain race that you feel like is against you did it, or the media say it. See, we got to stop viewing things as facts until we gather those facts. See, the media is bought. And y'all share, like, subscribe. Thank you so much.